Children, children, gather around. Gather around. You know, it's fine, it's fine. Let me tell you a story of when I was about 10 years old. I used to live in this area that was like pretty close to my school, and maybe I was like more like 11. Maybe it was more around 11. When I was around 11 years old, I was once skating. I was on my skateboard, and I was skating down the street. So I lived like, you know, my house, like flat surface. My house is over here, right? And there's this road, big road here that goes down like this. And then if you go here, you go down like this towards my school. And if you go down here, it's go towards like the next town over, right? So I'm skating on this road, and I'm skateboarding, and midway through, I'm looking over at the adjacent road, right? The adjacent road, and it's like it's a long road too. And I see a bunch of smoke and a bunch of like sand and just like puff everywhere. And then two people scream, and there's like a huge crash sound. And what had happened is that I was on my skateboard and watching as two cars collided, and there was just smoke everywhere and people screaming. And then the person who was in the person who was in the car that was completely destroyed came out completely unharmed, and the person who was in the car that was untouched had like a little cut. He had like little like cuts more on his body, probably from like the seatbelt or something. And that's what this DifferentFight is going to be. Asha is the same level of struggle right now in Vanguard 0 as a car crash. Welcome, guys. That was the most long-winded intro ever, but man, we're not going to win any games. I'm telling you right now, if you're expecting to see wins, if you're expecting to see God Gaming plays, just look away. Just, you know what? Rewatch one of the other DifferentFights. You're not finding that here, because right now, the current meta in 0, you know what's the current meta in 0? It's Vanquisher. Vanquisher dominates everything. You know what dies against Vanquisher? Any deck that relies on a board, such as, of course, Asha. This deck, we'll take a look at it later. This deck is busted. This deck, not so much. But you know what's nice? I got the limited skin from the event just for you guys, just on time to be able to make this video. So let's take a look at the deck. It is by no means perfect, and why do I say it's by no means perfect? That's because nobody wants to playtest it. I ask even the Neo Nectar experts, and nobody really wants to talk about it because it hurts. And if you have better suggestions, if you've been playing this deck more, please do give them. There are some cards that I really do want to try running, and I think my ratio, like with the ratio, is really hard to fit in stuff, because you're trying to fit in things that aren't great. But anyway, let's talk about the cards. First things first, we have Asha herself. So Ranunculus, Flower, Bloom, whatever, Asha. GB2, it's actually a very good GB2. This GB2 can actually let you win without striding. During your turn, this unit gains plus 5k, and all of your units that you have another same name rearguard of also gain plus 5k. So this is really good, because as long as you have some same name units, or units that can copy names of each other, you'll be able to build a board out of virtually anything. And then when you stride, you can countermass 1, call a card from hand to rearguard circle, and then search your deck for a card with the same name as one of your rearguards and call it, and give it plus 2k for that turn, and when you ride her, she gains plus 3k. Now I'm running stands because, as you've probably figured out from Asha's own skill, you do actually make quite a lot of plus just through the Asha skills, and so when I was running 9 draw, I was just overdrawing non-stop, so I didn't feel like it was worth it. Then we're running 4 of the Maiden of Frildrod. There's a GB1 where the attack is a Vanguard, countermass 1, search your deck for a card that is not her, but is a card with the same as one of your rearguards, and call it. So this lets us extend attacks even if we don't get stand triggers, which is pretty nice. And then one of the Maiden of Daybreak, which is the stand trigger that when you place it on rearguard circle on GB1, goes back to the deck, and you choose one of your units, and all of your units with the same name as the unit gain plus 5k, which is pretty damn good. And of course we run the Heal Guardians. Then 4 of the Maiden of Gladiolus. GB1, when attacks the Vanguard, if it's boosted, countermass 1, search your deck for a card with the same name as one of your rearguards and call it. So you can even copy yourself, which is pretty nice. Then running 3 of the Countercharge 2, when it hits a Vanguard, GB1, Countercharge 2, pretty good card. Then 3 of the Maiden of Flower Screen. I want to run 4, but it's just like you want the countercharge, and like this, the 12k attacker is pretty important too, because that's like the best way to like make multi-attacks. The Flower Screen is cool. It's a GB1 once per turn. Put a non-trigger from your drop zone back to your deck, and then for that turn, this unit inherits the name of one of your other units. So it's pretty good. You have a grade 1 with the same skill, which is Pia, GB1 once per turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ranunculus in its name, put a non-trigger from your drop zone back to your deck, and for that turn, choose a unit, and all of your same name units gain plus 3k. So she doesn't inherit the name, but she like you know, gives things power, which is pretty good. Then we have one of this thing, the Maiden of Kanna. So GB1 Kamamas 1, put this into the soul. For that turn, one of your units, choose one of your units, and then all units with the same name as that unit gain plus 5k. So it's a CB1, which kind of sucks, but it helps us push power, I guess. And then 4 stride fodders and 4 of the countercharge PGs. The starter is Pia, which is a like not resist, but she has like, you know, retire resist, I guess. And GB1 Kamamas 1, put into the soul, and then search your deck for a card with the same name as one of your guards and call it, so you can clone your boosters. Then for strides, our usual first stride is the Arborea. When our attack hits a Vanguard, you can search your deck for a card with the same name as one of your rear guards and call it and give it plus 2k. Same skill as Asha, but on hit. Then we have the Primavera, which is our only way to make multi-attacks without relying on stands. When it attacks the Vanguard, count plus 2 and choose 5 non-triggers from your drop zone, put them back to the deck. And then from your deck, search for 2 rear guards, 2 copies of 2 rear guards with the same names from your deck and call them, so you call 4 cards in total. Reading these cards, it just makes me realize how much everything struggles against Narukami, because Narukami binds your drop zone and you don't have anything to return. And then probably the best stride is Jingle Flower Dragon, which is a GB2, once per turn G Persona Blast. Until the end of the next turn, choose one of your rear guards and get the following ability. All of your units with the same name as this unit gain plus 2k. So basically, you just give a super buff to one of your units, and then it sticks on your opponent's turn so you can make fat intercepts. But the moment that unit dies, the power buff also dies. So yeah, that's the deck. Pray we don't run into Narukami, because if we do, it is auto lose. I am not kidding. It is actually that bad. Like, it is unironically that bad, and that really, really hurts. But I have gotten, like, I don't know, I think I played like 15 or maybe 20 games and won like 4 of them. So going from that statistic, I don't know, man. We'll see how this goes. I hate to be a bummer. I hate to be a bummer and like talk down on decks, but I don't know why they didn't give any resist to this deck. Like, give at least 1 resist and suddenly we're fine. But okay, we're playing against Aqua Force. That actually won't be too bad. Aqua Force is a matchup. If he goes super aggressive early, might melt us, might, you know, blaze through all of our defenses very quickly, but maybe we'll be fine. Here I'm kind of debating just like keeping this hand just so I can like stride, or like have a stride fodder and also an Asha searcher if need be. So we'll just put 1 back for the time being. Get a PG, that's pretty good. This is a fine ride fodder. Ride fodder, what a sentence, what a phrase. And we got Asha. Okay, perfect. We have strides for 2 turns. That's great. All right, we're just gonna call the starter here, and I forgot to turn on animation, so let me quickly do that in the system settings, because of course we do want to be seeing the beautiful animations when I'm grinding and turn them off. But we'll see how this goes. Ooh, it's Aqua Force with no G zone. That's interesting. So that might mean that he's playing like Maelstrom or Tetra Drive or something. So let's see. Ooh, it might be Maelstrom. That is a self damager. You know, if we play against a deck that is completely outdated, there's a slight chance that Asha will win. And please don't complain about it in the comments. I know people always go like, oh my god, you played against outdated decks. Like, that is so not fun to watch. Like, decks like this, they need to play against outdated decks or they don't stand a chance. Trust me. Maybe if I downplay it enough, I'll get a win. Perhaps. Let's say hello. She said ni hao. Lao gan ma chili sauce. Oh my god. Tokoha said ni hao. That's crazy. She's ready to be super idol. That's amazing. That's crazy. Alright, well, I wonder if she has more lines. Ijan. I was like, that's great, isn't it? That seems kind of BM. I feel like your opponent could be like sacking you like, that's great. I wonder if all the Tri-3 skins have a ni hao line. That's great. Maybe they have a Bing Chilling line too. You know I was gonna say it. You know I was gonna say it. Alright, this is, well, it doesn't hit, which is nice. We have an Asha that we could theoretically drop. When she like stares at the screen for super long, I always think that it's frozen. Every time. So I don't want to call this Asha, but I kind of have to. Because, hey, if I check a stand, it's going to be stonks, right? If we get a stand here, that'd be stonks, but we're already finding a lot of our stands very early on, which is, as expected, we're not going to see one here. Alright, so 2 for 2 for the time being, nothing too crazy. We don't really have a good rearguard to copy. I might end up copying my stride fodders at this point, but I would like to draw into a single grade 2. That'd be great. Revon. Okay. Maybe we stand a chance. But, you know, it's win-win for me, right? Because if we win, it's like, ah, damn, we can only win against these kind of decks. If we lose, Asha literally cannot win against anything. I really don't mean this in a like mean sense. I wish every deck was good, but somehow this second set in G just doesn't feel that good. Like the only good deck is Stavas and Mir, and like, because Mir, I think Zura brought it to Zero Championship Autumn, if I'm not mistaken, and it's the list was actually pretty close to what I was testing too, so might be worth trying out. All right, so this is the if it attacks for the first or second battle, you can count +1 to stand it, which is nice. You need a limit break though to get the +3k in one crit. Also, sorry, I'm recording this at 10 p.m. because I've been doing stuff all day. I was doing a locals and people kept complaining about things, and I'm very tired and stressed. Huh? He's getting Candle Blast for this? No, he's not. I feel like you could have kept one of these power-ups. Okay, well, I'm gonna get crit. That's good, I guess. And a draw too. So it's a Maelstrom. Is this the heal trigger? It is, huh? My man doesn't play Heal Guardians either. Well, speaking of Heal Guardians, there we go. Maybe we're gonna teach our opponent here what a Heal Guardian is. You'll see from facing us. Oh, perfect top deck. What a god top deck. That's actually amazing. Alright, so we're gonna stride. Ah, Saki Hokore, right. Very nice. Ooh, we get the stand too. That's pretty good. Alright, so I think what we do here is we want to just clone this 12k attacker. Clone the 12k beater. I'd like to also clone a booster of sorts, but we don't really have a good one. But I'm thinking, hold up. Is there a way for me to... I guess we swing rear, then swing Van, and then swing Van, clone it, and maybe give the power to the thingy here. Alright, I'll hold this hand for the time being. I don't want to like overdo it on aggression and stuff. I feel like I always do. So we swing here with the 14, and then the thing that's gonna get called is gonna get +2 as well. If we can get one trigger onto... Nice, that's nice. If we get one trigger on the Pia, I think we might be able to hit over the defensive. Actually, no, we won't hit over the defensive, I think, but we will hit over this, which is nice. So we can just Spear Call. Pretty good. It's basically a Gabblade, like Gabblade from Royals, so that's quite nice. Alright, there we go. I'm zooming a little bit. I also noticed that like my mic makes a shadow on my face sometimes, which is kind of weird, I guess. Also, let me make myself a bit brighter. I feel like I'm a little bit dark in here. It is late, but not too late to record a video, you know, as they say. Alright, so my man has seen 3 of his 4 heals, which is good news for me. Going into the Glory Maelstrom, he's gonna have to self-damage in order to use the effect though. Alright, I don't think I have a grade 3 in hand though, so I could randomly die? Question mark, but... Or he's just gonna push a crit into me, which I guess is fine. Wow, that's a lot of very old cards. That's a lot of very old cards in here. Alright. Surely my man could at least play the, you know, Krelementals. The Krelemental Strides and the Heal Guardians, you know? Unless he just opened the, like, Clan Gacha for Aqua Force and just went with what he got. But even then... he has, like, all these Maelstroms and stuff. It might just be an old account that just came back to playing the game and is, like, trying to save up resources for future sets. Or maybe it's like a YouTuber that's going on a challenge of, like, can I win with this deck from this set without touching the list at all? Okay, he's gonna use the ultimate break here. Alright, that's fine by me. So next turn we have a Stride, but we again need to top deck into something that we can copy. There's a stand that we always want to see. Stride Fodder. Please give me a grade 2. Please give me a grade 2. It's not a grade 2, but it's not bad. Do we go with Jingle Flower here? What's my drops on? I almost have enough. No, I will have enough normal units. I guess we could Primavera and see what we draw. Not great, but it might actually randomly win me the game. I think I'll bank on a random win. I'm gonna bank on randomly winning the game here. That's what we're going for. Because, like, Jingle Flower doesn't really get us to winning the game. It just gives us numbers, which are good too. I like high power. Oh, look at that! Look at that, gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. So, let's call the Gladiolus. Because Gladiolus could actually equal even more attacks, which is pretty insane, actually. Alright, so we're gonna call down you, and we're gonna copy down. We're gonna put the Stride Fodder. No! Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. We need the 5 normal units in the drop zone. I almost misplayed. Jesus Christ. That scared me. That actually scared me to death. Alright, let's just swing. Let's just swing. Don't put back anything. Technically, overcalling here is like putting back something. Let's see. I kind of want to do this. Thing is, we put the Gladiolas back for the cost, right? So then, after it's put back for the cost, we can call stuff, right? Because it's a cost, if I'm not mistaken. So here, we're going to attack with this, not using the skill. We need the CB, and just get the lethal. Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about winning against a deck like this, but, you know, I think I've made enough excuses that... What was this game, dude? What was this game? I have no comment. I have no comment. All you got to see was a Stride and copy a 12k attacker, and then you got to see a Stride featuring Gladiola superior calling a unit. Alright, let's have a slightly better game, maybe? Let's have a slightly better game. GG's to my opponent. GG's to my opponent. I think I downplayed the deck hard enough that we managed... You see that plus 15? That means he was higher ranked than me. My opponent was higher ranked than me. Never mind. I deserve that win. I deserve that win. Damn, the Tokuha skin is really, really cute. All the skins are really, really good, to be honest. Kinda wish I knew in advance that they were gonna be these beautiful skins. They should do the next clan event. Like, the next clan event should have these skins as features. Although then you kind of like... The people that join next month, I guess, when the next clan event is up, are gonna be kind of like screwed over because of that, but... It's not super bad, I guess. It's not super bad, but, you know. Or like you give them, oh damn, I erred. You give them like, you give these 3 skins and then you put Chrono. So it's like the ultimate free-to-play. It's the ultimate free-to-play clan event. That's what everyone wants. Alright, I have no clue what I was talking about before I paused there, but it's fine. That's just gonna be the mood for this deck and fight. Alright, let's fight an opponent. Today was also the day 1 of the Zero Championship Autumn. And you check out the stream again to see the top players and how things were going. How things were going there, because I'm quite curious on what decks came out on top. I saw a lot of Narukami was brought. Surprising nobody. Literally nobody. Because that deck is insanely good. Ooh, Genesis. Maybe when you like, wow, it says matchingu shimashita. Taisen yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's like, we have matched. That sounds like the kind of thing you would say to someone that like you matched on a dating app. Alright, this hand kind of doo-doo, so let's put back a bunch of stuff and hopefully draw an Asha. We do not, but hopefully we will. We're going second though. Playing against Genesis with no G-Zone again? You know, I always say this, Ryan. I say this in the deck and fights of the decks that are not so good. That like, when you play a deck that's considered bad, the game matches you with other people that play outdated or like quote-unquote bad decks, right? I'm pretty sure the system actively filters by clan. I feel like the system actively filters by clan because like, look at this, right? Look at this, you know? This just seems like, it just seems like it doesn't... It tries super hard not to give you a hard time because the game knows, right? If an Asha player matches against Vanquisher 10 times, the Asha player will uninstall and stop playing the game because they're like, why can't I win a single game? You know? Unkoge. But then I burn 2 Ashas as triggers and cry myself to sleep. Luckily, I can draw into a Stride Fodder and find myself one, I guess. So let's do that. Alright, I guess here we don't need as much because now I have the Stride Fodder on the board. So let's find this Asha now, and then just bash. Come on, bash, bash. But yeah, I'm honestly, do you guys get this too? Do you feel this as well, that like, you get matched against things that aren't meant to be meta? When you play things that aren't meant to be meta? Alright, Rise the Angelica. I really wonder if this is going to be all the games I run into today. You know, this one ends very quickly, I might play another one, but Genesis can drag on sometimes. It can drag on sometimes, but it can also, like, end quickly if they just, like, crit rush you very fast. So let's see. Soul Charging a PG. Alright, there's a lot of things happening here. Healing too! Alright, this might be a longer game than I thought. See, if I was playing Vanquisher here, I could just, like, bind his whole drop zone, then he wouldn't be able to Legion anymore. Vanquisher just ends everything. It's great. Alright, drew into a Stride Fodder, which is excellent. And we can ride Asha again. Asha love, Asha love. But yeah, Asha's like, just need the future support, to be honest. Like, the current support that the deck has is just not that good. Eventually we'll have the good support though. Once we have the good support, everything will be fine. Alright, gotta keep in mind that he does play retire cards in this deck, so... Oh, True Strike Fighter, that's nice. Alright, I'm thinking here we just go for like Flower Screen and clone it. And then call the other one out. Oh, what do you... did I damage one? I did damage one. Well, then we don't go for Flower Screen. Then we go for Gladiolus, I guess. I guess then we just go for Gladiolus. And call another one out here. Guess that's what we do. Guess that's what we do. Alright, both are 16k. We can call out another one here, and then I think I'm out. Yeah, I have one left. So I guess I don't want to really CB for it, and maybe just like call it off the Vanguard. Yeah, we can like swing and then swing like this, and then try to put power on this Padmini. And then, yeah, like not commit too much CB, keep it for the future turns. Need to check one trigger though, that'd be nice. Nope, guess we're not. Alright, then I guess we're not gonna call anything. I don't really want to thin out my stride fodders either. Like having a Pia on board would be pretty good. Yeah. Not hitting a trigger here kind of sucks. So I think we just... Oh, we have to call something. Alright, then fine. I'll call the stride fodder behind Vanguard Circle, I guess. Technically I could filter out for an Asha. Oh no, it has to be placed from hand, never mind. Alright. That was an uneventful turn. Well, we didn't give him Liver Rig, I guess, so that's something. Alright. Mass Soul Charge. Ooh! No drop zone for Legion now, though. So gotta be careful about that. But I guess you can fill it up with Yggdrasil, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, Soul Charging one. That's a trigger. There's an apple. And the cinnamon. No, that's a nice flavor combo. Nice flavor combo right there. Alright, what's next? I'm thinking with all these Padminis we have, we could do something crazy with a little Jingle Flower. And like clone the flower screen and like inherit the name of the thing in the back. It only inherits for this name though, right? For this turn though, right? Yeah, just for that turn. Yeah, I guess Jingle Flower is my best bet. I think it's my best bet. Alright. I think she has like different stride lines for different strides, which is kind of cool. Finally PG. Finally PG. Gotta quickly pull up for that one. Alright. So let's make a double flower screen and clone it. Let's not take all of my stride fodders out of my deck. That would be fantastic. Fantastic. I think I can put I didn't heal it out. Damn it. That's unfortunate. I think I could do at least a double Pia though. I feel like cloning the Pia is the wave. I think cloning the Pia here is the wave, personally speaking, because that will be the #1 power number. So that would be nice. Let's do that. So now we put back this Pia. We can put back the stride fodders too. So we just like they copy each other. They copy each other. Oh yeah, this needs to also inherit the name. Let's put the stride fodders back. I don't want to like overflow my deck with like stride fodders and stuff. So you also inherit the name. But I do need some like multi-copies and stuff. And then you put back Gladiolus. Select yourself. That's fine. And then you select this. There we go. And now we just hit stands and we're going to be super powerful. Look at this. Boosh! There we go. Alright. Now if we hit stands, we can actually hit them. How many stands do we have left in deck? 4? 4. Okay. Should have probably put use the stand here to give even more power. See, if this was, you know, the TCG, this would be fantastic. Because we'd be like swinging with big numbers and stuff. Alright, let's stand this one. If we hit another one, that could be based, but we don't. Which is fine. We push our opponent to 5. We don't have a grade 3 in hand. He's going to heal. And not having a grade 3 in hand means we're probably dead. 48, by the way. So yeah, that's like the power of Jingle Flower. And now when we pass turn, boom, 13k intercepts. That's nice. If we had 3 Pias in the back row, it would be 17. But it's fine. So let's see how soon it's going to get retired. Let's see how soon it's going to get retired. But technically, it can't retire until it attacks. So it's going to have to get through my intercepts first and commit a whole, like, hamburger to the board before it can do any retiring. The cinnamon. I mean, sorry, the apple. Cider. Can't speak today. My brain is water. Alright, 3 triggers on the PG. I'm just, like, fascinated by the fact that we're running into all these Legion decks. Is this how Game Studio views Asha? It's the same power as a no G-Zone Legion era deck? I'm fascinated, man. I'm fascinated by the choices of the game, you know? By the choices of the Game Studio. Alright, so... He didn't Soul Blast the the retire card. And that skill is once per turn, right? So would have to Soul Blast on attack. And now the Soul has one battle extender. At least he has to, like, you know, swing with boost. We're forcing more cards out of our opponent, which is nice, I guess. But he's gonna kill the Pia now, right? Or is it a random retire? I can't remember what it's like. This one is... choose one and retire it. So I can just kill the Pia that I have in the back row. Good thing it's the one behind the Vanguard circle, because that one's like the least useful one. That's the one I'm like fine with getting retired. Oh no, it's on attack! So my defensive power stays. I stay on 15, which denies the last reguard attack, which is really nice. Alright, I need a grade 3, otherwise this Yggdrasil's gonna kill me. This Yggdrasil will absolutely blow me up. So now I don't have a way to stride without dropping all my PGs, right? It's not great. It's not too fantastic. However, we can make something out of this. So what we're gonna do here is... we're gonna use you, select this, and everything with the same name will get power. Psh, very nice. Then we're gonna do this, select this, and everything with the same name will get power. Very nice. And then, I don't really want to flood my deck with more like normal units, so I think we're gonna just... oh shit, I forgot that the thing went to Soul. Ah, crap. We have to call a PG. We gotta call a PG, unfortunate, but here we go. This is the power to win with the stand trigger. This is the power we need to win with the stand. Or I shouldn't have used that grade 1. I kind of feel pay good, but it's fine. We're gonna find a stand trigger here and win. Damn it, we didn't find one and we're gonna lose. And thus the cookie crumbles. See, these are not just the struggles of Neonectar, these are also the struggles of a man who doesn't know how to use Neonectar. And you see, I asked Mr. Arrow Tanks, who is known far and wide to be a Neonectar main, on tips for this deck and how to win with it, and received none of them. Because he also has given up humanity, given up on the power of this deck, which is sadly not very existent. And here we are. The only way to multi-attack is Primavera, which is a very tough condition in the current meta, and stand triggers. So here we are. We live in a society. Alright, gonna soul charge. Yeah, you can just use a starter and he's gonna hit the 6 souls, no problem. Well, I'm not even gonna do it. So BM, bro. Alright, there we go. 8 soul. Finally, 8 soul. Hitting my rear guard? You bully. Oh my god, that's so rude, dude. That's so rude. You just want to blow me up with your Vanguard. Fine, sure. Be that way. But yeah, if this is your... if you needed an answer on whether you should roll for set 2 or not, only roll for Aqua Force. Or maybe Bermuda. But even then, set 1 was better. And I feel like set 3 will be better by default, because there's no way to be forced on this. Alright. Double chamomile. It's okay, I'll heal twice and then we'll be fine. Just double heal, we have 3 in deck. How hard can it be, dude? How hard can it be? Alright, here we go. It's time. Rage. Here come the heals. First heal check. Boom. Damn it. Not quite that good. But there you go. You got to see both the win pose and the lose pose for the new Toko skin. Ain't that great. But yeah, sorry guys. I don't know, man. This deck just ain't it. This deck just ain't it right now in the current meta. I'm sure once Asha gets more support, I'll definitely do another one. But for the time being, this is my way of telling you, ugh, it's hard out here. So anyway, this is the Copium Asha deck. Unfortunately, for the time being, not that great. You can look forward to more deck and fights from this set though, as we have 2 clan events to do. I did build one for OTT, and of course Vanquisher as well, as is one of my favorite cards. And we are gonna do at least... I think we're gonna do both of the Bermuda ones, because I did build Mir, and I'm missing 2 Olivias for my Harmony build, but I can always play with 2 Olivias, right? So we're gonna try to make something happen there as well. So we can look forward to it coming very soon. And of course, set 3 is just around the corner. It's just like a week and a half away, so that's gonna be super exciting as well. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Check out the socials, like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't already as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.